Hello everyone, this is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. Previously, I made a video regarding a replica of the 1840 edition of the Book of Mormon, and today I'm honored to showcase the real thing here. So I wanted to spend some time and discuss the 1840 printing of the Book of Mormon and the subtle miracles that happened regarding this printing. So, about this time in church history, the saints were gathering to Nauvoo, Illinois, after being driven out of various homes in Missouri. Many of the saints came with clothes on their backs as their homes were ransacked and burned as they were pushed out of Missouri. It resulted that many of the 1830 and 1837 editions were damaged in the process. In addition, the church was still growing through missionary efforts, so there was a demand for copies of the Book of Mormon. So Joseph Smith's brother, Don Carlos Smith, and another member of the church by the name of Ebenezer Robinson proposed an idea to Joseph Smith to make a new copy of the Book of Mormon while in Nauvoo, Illinois. Joseph took the original 1829 manuscript and an 1830 copy of the Book of Mormon and made some grammatical edits and gave the updates to Don Carlos Smith and Robinson for the new text of their edition. Don Carlos and Robinson then went to various members for pre-orders and gathered enough money to make the trip to Cincinnati, Ohio. There, they found a printer, a typesetter, and a bindery company who would commit to the project without solid payment guarantees. They were so fortunate to find businesses willing to help them with this project. So they came back to Nauvoo with a new printed volume, gave the pre-orders away, and sold the remaining copies to pay back the printing debts. This copy is a dark brown hardback with a black ribbon title that was common format for that particular day. This would be the last volume that Joseph Smith personally oversaw, as there was an 1842 copy that was a reprint replica of this 1840 edition, and there was an edition that was commissioned in Great Britain in 1841. Here's where it gets interesting. Brigham Young, along with Heber C. Kimball and Parley P. Pratt, were assigned as missionaries in Great Britain and were authorized to create a new printing of the Book of Mormon once in Europe. They left before this 1840 Book of Mormon was published, and they carried with them the 1837 Kirtland edition. This 1837 copy was the source for the 1841 edition in Great Britain, which Brigham Young brought back with them and with the printing plates. The 1841 printing plates would then be the source for the Salt Lake editions when the Mormon pioneers moved westwards. So in essence, the 1840 printing, with all the updates that Joseph made, didn't make it into the Salt Lake editions. However, they were in the RLDS editions, as many of these members used the 1840 printing for their future source texts. Until in 1970s and the early 80s, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints made a plan to overhaul the format of the Book of Mormon. This involved looking at various printings of the past, including the 1840 edition, and then updating the text as needed. This is why we have the 1981 printing. This is also why in the 1980s there was some critics saying that there were updates to the Salt Lake Book of Mormon, and how could the church do such a thing? Oh, the scandal. The answer, unfortunately, isn't as sensational, as many of these were part of the 1840 text that Joseph updated in the first place. So you can see I'm not a critic of printing the Book of Mormon. It's just right for the people who read it with the proper intentions. So these 1840 Nauvoo copies are collector's items nowadays, and getting one comes with a financial hurdle. Often the covers have been damaged enough for new covers to be replaced, but the text is still valid and interesting to review. Overall, it's fascinating that these 1840 Nauvoo editions of the Book of Mormon are a wonderful part of church history and should be valued as such. Thanks everyone for your support in this series. I'm starting to get more involved with early printings and look forward to more videos here. If you have a special or unique edition of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed here, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Best wishes, everyone.